It's a warm welcome to the Saidu portion SRBC. I'm your host, Saidu. Well, the Saidu portion I show you talk about entertainment and entrepreneurship for young people inside salon. Now I show you the tell you about your entertainer and your entrepreneurs them inside salon, especially with the young one them around the community. So now make you go outside and make you watch the show with me. Remember, this show has always getting salon videos then we will play, and you say you take part by voting. The number you go vote now 088000998. And also you get the chance to vote for your social media crush. Just text the person in Instagram account or your Facebook page, and anything you know about the person who for watching picture, and then we will bring account to you. No say you just need for the vote for the person, and then you will send at the screen. This program is proudly brought to you by Salon Commercial Bank, one of the leading bank inside Salon. Where today I get a very two giant them I vector inside Salon music, and the other one a very vibrant entrepreneur inside Salon. Well, this is the portion SLBC. As I can always say, we always vote for 5 top salon videos the way you like for the vote for all the time. And as I'll be telling you, so we get a giant guest and I will miss today, and also get a veteran in salon music, and also get a young vibrant entrepreneur inside this portion. So as you can always also at the moment first they start with, so welcome to the show. And other than this is Mrs. Peacock, so yeah, wait till you.
Thank you very much, Saidu. DAVIDA Peacock. I am a creative director of Design and the owner of Vida's Boutique. I am a wife and a mother and a student.
So how you get this inspiration?
I think this inspiration comes up mainly from a modeling background. Yes. And then I like clothes.
Wow.
Any Saragafo go, I need for getting new clothes. So I just say because I need for this move, for the go buy new clothes, I think say more economical for now the sew clothes. So then I begin the sew for myself, and people begin the like I'm not like okay, I like for do this, and people they appreciate what I do. So why not make money out of them? So that's how I'm going to.
So you work for initiate this profit. Well, when it comes to we vector and inside music right now. WAHID, so welcome boss to the celebration.
Thank you, Mr. Paul.
I think for vector, it's difficult for you to this.
2003 with Bodyguard Studio. 2006 the debut album, so I think them stand up for being a national anthem. 2007 Artists for Peace Sierra Leone, where we call down election. 2009 Peace and Capital Production Sierra Nigeria, a record of Nigeria, and of course, lots of other things then follow. But 2015 I celebrated 15 years in entertainment. Albi support me. Now I am CEO Like Minds Entertainment, and I'm also Women and Children Ambassador. I am Peace Ambassador, Officer Blind Ambassador. I'm also a patriot. I am lots of things, but this is how I the best introduce myself. Me and that person we can relate to, which feels the 3 things responsible for success, and the last of them 3 things in the 9 are your talent. So first is humility. I'm a very humble guy, and I love everybody to be humble, because even the Bible tells you, humble yourself, then me will lift you up. And these are values where I feel saying I define me best. And of course, I try to make connection with people, but make good relationships, because many a times we are defined by, we toughness, we other things, and we feel saying I make me succeed. But I just tell you, say, just be humble, make good relationship with people, because people do matter. So this is why he's a musician, singer, songwriter, lots of things.
Well, Mr. WAHID, tell the way when I start for the music, so tell the way you do music now. How you go with it to era?
It's interesting. Music, when me start with Bodyguard Studio, that was in 2002, 2003, when we record the Bodyguard Revolution Chapter 1. I was together with Emerson, the late Shine the Godson, Bon Dada, I remember some young girls, and then of course Kingfisher, we've been double as a CEO and also a musician. I think for we may also get the Studio J then, and with Charles Ostrov, Cayman, CJ Mac, Manzua Bexibolt, and then we've been getting the Forensic, we tried with Babaja, A-Class, and Naughty Dove. and other musicians then they make, headlines. Then it was, for me, it was a very healthy competition. It was competitive, but in a very healthy way then. And also, I think the love of the music itself and the fact say we can make money out of it. But I think the major distinction of that, I think the competition now is getting unhealthy. We want for make money, but it's just to get ahead of the next person.
So why is it not happy at this time?
I think it's the new age. It's the new age because if you look at what we go around the world, even though our days, then at the end of the day, Tupac and Biggie, then Beef being strong. But at least we're able to manage and then because it was new, it was a baby. We always say, okay, we get this precious baby, let me buy you one. I think some people came into the industry for the wrong reason. We're not able for shifter, pure talent, and other people really come in for just. It got to a time where people were beginning to pay the fans, where it would be the other way around. The fans should be paying for your things, paying for your CDs, paying for watching your show. It got to a point where artists then begin to pay the fans just for making them, shout for them. And boys are not naturally hungry. So if you give them money every time, we don't see. So, it's not just that. It's for many reasons. We begin to promote violence, and so much so that, the boys that we come out and just one for those gets to the top by all means necessary.
So why, what's your impact on the create for stop ordering on the electric computer with their parents?
I think naturally, as a singer, I remember in 2007, we formed the Artists for Peace Rebellion. We intention then was to combat violence in the then elections. That was 2007. But I think we mandate move beyond that for also begin for and solve quarrels, and violence amongst young people. So much so that when football matches are held, Artists for Peace will be called. So at some point we feel the need, say, even amongst us entertainers, we need for begin to bridge gaps, and we will take accolade or praise for the fact, say, now we specifically, we team with other organizations, we make peace between Caldinero and the Mad Scene. The Caldinero and the Mad Scene situation, we bridge that gap.
Okay.
The LAG and Caldinero, of course, all of the industry, including us, we made lots of effort. Thank God that we see eye to eye today, and we're happy that Caldinero is now picking beef with somebody outside Sierra Leone, which is the hip-hop way. It is not something we want to critique. But we're saying for Sierra Leone as a country, which is still developing, the entertainment industry, it's still finding its way out, because at some point we get her under control, and at some point we lose them, for what reason we cannot explain, otherwise this show will not go done. But the good thing is that they're on top of situation. We're trying to see how we will make the boys understand that this is business. For me, it's an employment opportunity outside the usual employment circle, because now you get to go to college, get this education, come with this degree and go, and even when you get the degree, go for a job, they say you need to get experience. So you could be talented doing what you do. You've created employment for yourself, Mr. Paul. Like she had a clothing, she has created employment for herself, and not just for herself. There are other people where I'm sure will sell in the shop for 1-2 years. This I don't go, you get more people, and that is what the entertainment industry is doing, specifically music. We're bringing people who feel, okay, I don't want to, go through the rigors of all this waiting and come back for a job. But let me come up, because when one entertainer gets show, we employ carpenters, we get people in with show, with sets, a lot of people that will make money on that. Exactly. But at the end of the day, if we keep fighting each other, if we keep penetrating into the whole thing for the wrong reason, I think we'll just miss out. We'll just gains between, like how the fund and non-begin gains between, and that is why people are turning into international.
Well, thank you, Mr. Y, for now nice line there of inspiration to really young entertainers and also young entrepreneurs really do something inside Salo. Remember, this program educate, entertain, and inspire your mind for national development. When I saw we'll take on about 5 songs inside the playlist, when the song done by Vibes, Suzuki, we feature young side, economy keep it moving. So we still keep on moving inside the show.
You don't take, we man the hustle. Yeah, I'm never gonna stop, I keep it moving on. They like today, I tell God thank you. Even though the system rough, I keep it moving on. Here I am. Hey, but why we for the suffer so? With all the minerals what we get, we still poor. Landlord also with me till then I do. Waiting for do, man not get no other side for go. Hey, me, 3 months now they not pay me. Cause I broke this baby, no one for play me. All time I dey beg, who stand and go beg me. Don't fair walk take, who stand and go take me. Make I no lie, team really tough nowadays. Sweet salon, not to be extra day. You dey cry, add up, waiting I for say. Bank they harass me for debts where I get for pay. Okay, you know how the thing go, no pain, no gain, no. Feel stressed out, smoke up the Indo. Hard times come, we take a leg man. The hustle is a must, so we stick to the plan. You don't take, we man the hustle. Yeah, I'm never gonna stop, I keep it moving on.
So as we keep on moving inside the show, now so I'll count to a pretty lady also where they do clothing line inside salon. So tell me about your experience with the tailor man and the creative ideas for the making the clothes there.
I think I get a very good relationship with my tailors them. That not means say they're not the ambog one way or the other, but it's very cordial compared to what other people they tell me. Then they're for deliver what I want and what the clients self want. When not that they important because my clients need me for deliver, and I need me tailor them for also deliver. So me then delivery very good. We make her happy and the other way and make my customer themselves happy. So we get.
So how do you deal with your own and this career line of business? Because you know, so like in clothing, you have like a dinner till shop 10, 11, then you know a mother too, and then
sometimes I did longer than that. But it's a good thing I got a very understanding husband, a very supportive one. Way sometimes if I don't day after 9, late 20 up, we no carry it and so thing okay. Because Nanette and me na woman, we now society day, and on mine they come wait for me na shop say come tell people go. So that way they are there for balance, work and home life very comfortably.
So how do people can feel because they're going to get a mother-in-law to tell you you don't need a shop for money, they reach back to you don't study.
Hardest part than of my job. The hardest part. When she was younger than now, I used to follow from that morning where they go. And then that way they cry, now what let mommy go. Oh my god, then they can really broke my heart. But I can get for go because I know in the future I get proud of mommy, what mommy don't do for them. So mornings na my hardest time where I left my daughter for go. And then I can slowly look forward for coming back in the evening, but then sometimes I can get for caught up with work and I'm not for cancer and quick. And most times I can also don't sleep. I can go and kiss Sam, I can even while I'm waking that he can say, if you wake up, I need to cook back this sleep because I didn't miss Sam so much. Although we did get time for spend together because most times I can go and shop, he can get with me. But the time they were not going to shop, I didn't miss something.
It feels like you brought some of the pieces.
Yes, we're going to shop now. One reason I make another for I'm going to shop too much because come on, Yanda, stop this, don't go there, stop. The work can just work with them, I get clients and also the car, I go for hand retailer, I go for go find fabric and all of that. So
like, tell us you're going to share the profits. Family, this is the Saidu portion. SLBC, and so we'll take on about 4 music by Zamzek or Tuesday, Corner, the Abababuwe.
Bad man living a good life. Chick in the front seat look nice. Cleaning soft like cook rice. Post in my peak, you know how I look like. I'm counting my blessing, math class. Walk all day, jackass. Chick in my front seat, but I'm still looking at the bad beach on my back glass. You feel how they feel me, I feel up. Slim and tall like Cleo. Then girl, West girl just push your waist too heavy. Check and a kilo. A jabba. Boza. It's my coco, it melts by the boy like fire paroma. I dress so nice, fancy, but I don't wear panties. You did love of my life, but I'm still having calls from my friends and aunties. If you need more cash, just ask me. You wanna show me crack and gassy? With a guy like King, now they get one before 2 b and they will make extras past me.
Like go young, when it's about boy, because it can give me open or pump lock. So when it's that different content, which of course is good. So Mr. WAHID, you as a veteran, I see young people that read the music and the content and they believe the power. And then the young one back with the music, I will tell them or teach them how to make money out of their talent.
First of all, we'll talk about content now. I think music is trend. We're all struggling for move with the trend. Most musicians who we don't make name in time, we're struggling, you understand, for move with the trend, because we would rather hold on to we own time when we make music with so much sense. For bodyguard entering the music, not to music, if you not carry a very positive message. Now it's not the case. Messaging is something way totally out of the context.
Not facing like how they want to evolve.
This is what I'm telling you. I say we are struggling to embrace the content, and if you want to move with the trend, you therefore try to be trendy. So what will they try to do? Will they try to be creative within the trend and still balance them with some message? But that is very enough, because they don't care. They're just doing the trend, you understand? And that's why in media business they call it news. If it's new, people are more interested. If it's new, they want to see, hey, this Saidu show, it's new, you understand? And if along the line you are not able to add a little Maggi, and for spice them up as you go, people get bored, and by the time you know it, the next person will come with the next show. That is what people want to see. It is not different with music and any other thing, even clothing. If you cannot, as a clothesliner, if you cannot, like every now and then, exactly, because in 1960, there been that baggy clothes in the world. Now people they will wear big foot trousers. Down in those of Tupac, there been big jeans you put on down on the waist. It don't change. You can't begin with tight trousers now and all that, you understand. So the fashion trend will change. So you have to move with the trend. Now there are certain people who will tell you, I don't like this kind of dress from the dress, all them, then this, then this. If you have to sacrifice that for move with the trend, otherwise they will just call you old school, you understand. So it is the same. We value, then tell them with the music, we value our messaging. In fact, my own career has been making music with so much sense, from Tinder, even to the recent hit, Amen. You will not be shocked for that make a hit. Now, you understand, a very, very big hit now, Amen, and get so much message inside. So because you study the trend, you say, okay, let me take the beat and, go with your timing, your bumping, but at the same time, you balance them. That is why I say we are struggling for make music, for balance that thing. But with the young boys, it's okay. Usually we just go, but they just vibe. Even myself, I like it. I just find myself vibing. But if you ask me to do it, I don't see myself. That is not me. So we're struggling like with what we know, what we love, and to what will happen. Now, it's not that we cannot do it. As a musician, of course, you will. But
vibes.
Do you want to do it? Like, but of the vibes, you understand? And then the blind and the shikubla, and then you understand? We're all the shikubla actually. But in terms of money, me enjoy days, because I remember when we've been there bodyguard studio, we've been there with Fanny, VDK Jr., we've been there with Bongada, Emerson, myself, the late China Godson, Kingfisher, BGG, now the bodyguard guys. If you remember the young people, then we've been Boku in that compilation. And I remember Denton and the whole collective first royalty from Cassette Sellers Association when I've been Jibo and the president. Denton. Imagine the name is the one I'm calling now. And some of us were able to receive like 7 to 8 million for the first royalty. I'm speaking 2003, 2002.
You know, a lot of money.
Plenty money. And imagine if me received like 6 to 7 million. There are under that when I've been senior artist than myself. You understand? We receive more. Kingfisher as a producer, and as a singer, always say get song like that, we receive more. Which means we were collecting more royalties than them. But of course, piracy came bam, destroy the whole thing, we don't fight in parliament, blah, blah, blah. But then we realize, say, even if we fight piracy, there must be a limitation. I think we'll fight piracy for so much control, pirated music, where they can affect the Sierra Leone music, because a lot of influx of foreign product. It's not just music, even films. You know, a lot of films, the way they come, the Philippines, where they come, series, the way they sell, and make Salome film, not they sell. There's a lot of influx of Sierra Leone and foreign music, where they come, make Salome music, not they even play. You understand? Because of one or two reasons. So piracy, we will pursue until that level, because you cannot fight for local products and not fight for international products as well. Because we all sign a treaty where we also supposed to protect each other's product now everybody in country. Like for instance, YouTube, if you hit a certain likes and comments on YouTube, we're supposed to have this. YouTube's supposed to pay you certain money, and that is how most of the international artists, like Nigerian, they are making it. But we people that will understand IT in that area, as they can say, Sierra Leone is not monetized, so we're not being able to collect. And the fact that we mobile companies then, it's so difficult sometimes for let somebody buy just small unit and go YouTube.
So now if it's like an agile job for doing that.
But I think the young ones them more, you understand? Because to be honest with you, monetize. So we need to work with whosoever, whether it's NATCOM or I don't know, whosoever body responsible. So much so that we will regulate the tariffs them, so that we pass in our down, because where our fans are, we will give you the amount of likes and views or comments, and we will give you that kind of money. And they beyond Kabbalah and blah blah blah. But those people, I'm telling you,
and they are fans.
Yes, first of all, now they are fans them, but do they have the money? And even if they have the money, the amount of top up they buy, if you're able to take them to them, place them there for give them likes them there. So we have to look at that as a country, you know, make the tariff reasonable, and make not just reasonable, because if you even buy some certain amount of tariffs, but then it's still a problem for even going. Before you know it, boom, you don't finish, and people can't just be going to buy. So now when people then buy them, just the day now WhatsApp, they watch them from the jokes. You understand? So it's a problem. So I wonder how we make money now. So it's basically.
You can think now the way they are too signing, they can sign you as ambassador or do adverts.
Yeah, I mean, I have to sub brand ambassador. We understand that. Even that, you know, it comes at the values. Shows, yes, like you rightly put it. But at the end of the day, I think we need to be making money from sales. Now, one major way for making money from sales of your product. Even if now one song you put on.
You can also say cassette, the CD they sell.
Yes, so now that's why I said we sell music now online. We need to penetrate. We need to focus on how we make that money online, and then we can focus on sales. Because on shows, let's look. Okay, this April. Even though we get so much international shows and we know the benefits too much to Leoneans, but let's say we have a lot of shows and few artists benefit because they Kiss Daniel. I saw only 3 Sierra Leonean acts. What a shame, you understand? In Sierra Leone, we're coming with a national act like just 3 Sierra Leonean acts, which clearly shows that the promoters don't even want to pay Sierra Leone musicians. They prefer paying international so much money, which is a shame. But at the point is at least 3 musicians benefited. But then how many shows are there compared to how much musicians are around and how much money are we making? So we still need to go back to the drawing board and see how we could make money from sales. And then probably we could tour the album, you know, publish out and other things. I think it's, for me, we have a crystal picture of how we made money then. For now, I think by luck, and it's difficult now than
before. Yes. Oh well, that will be WAHID. They tell you about how entertainment be there before and now with young one them, and with them when I be better. So now we will just take a video where done by WAHID where you call on the Amen, and we could just be blessed with our song inside the portion.
Just pray.
Yes, people sweat from me, get the answer motto.
Young Leap on the beat.
But once not go, you should be young, but must go motto. But gently now we all make we take them. Well, body now we all make we take them. If you believe you go receive them, say you go make them. Gently now we all make we take them. Well, body now we all make we take them. If you believe you go receive them, say you go make them. Blessings will follow you. Favor will follow you. And did you not go bother you? Say you go make them. Good things will follow you. making and go better you. And nobody no go bother you. One day you go make am. If you get good person how you life, do your all and find. Cause good people hard to find. Yeah. Now God we're good now in life, yeah. Make we give them the praise. Not only by His grace. Oh. Now only when things meets you, you know, would take life for granted. People can be trusted. Yeah. Let me see how them go they run. When the trouble go for down a gun. When the bush go calm and tongue. Oh. His goodness and His mercy go always follow me. Cause we made up His image and likeness, yeah. So we go sweat, forget, we daily pray. How much not God they share. Say we go cool with it. But gently now we all make we take am. Well body now we all make we take am. If you believe you go receive am. Say you go make am. Gently now we all make we take am. Well body now we all make we take am. If you believe you go receive am. Say you go make am.
Amen by WAHID. And then just one question, like how you get this inspiration for the sensational music and then preach, like you send a message, a gospel message out there to people, and then you base a base with more of the corporate people, and then how you get the inspiration? You think the political song. So what are your inspiration?
Positivity, positivism, being positive, and also patriotic, being nationalistic. For me, my own makeup, one of the reasons why, not because this is Peacock Sawyer sitting there, make I appreciate what he needed to do, because it puts together Sierra Leone and Taylor. You understand? Because let me tell you, Sierra Leone, we within our system is more or less communal, wherein you get a lot of dependents, family on you right now, making money in this side Paul show for you, not just for you. You get mama, brother, sister, and you practically look up to you. And if you get paid on this show or for this show, a lot of other people they will survive. So if we look at that, if we look how many tailors you have, those people you are paying, do you know how many other people you are solving the family problems for? Because we should be thinking Sierra Leone as Sierra Leoneans. We are all privileged today because Sierra Leone gives something to us. Whether the time we go to school or not and be free education, there must be one teacher we don't teach you, we don't be the period. They're not be because teachers are not receiving salary as well. So they took that sacrifice for teaching what you know till they will become what will become. So we owe it to Sierra Leone. Now Sierra Leone make with this, now Sierra Leone make with that, now Sierra Leone make with this. So sometimes it's not just to make profit, but to give back to country. For me as a musician, if Sierra Leoneans not be accepted before something, then I wouldn't have rose to stardom. You understand? So looking back, I said, let me tell these people the do's and don'ts in society, because I have the face and the voice now. They gave me that. Sierra Leoneans and Sierra Leone gave me that. So if all of us think about our civic responsibility, for me, one of the things I keep preaching is like every musician should make it a business, you know, for put at least one song where they either preach about violence, where they preach about women and children, where they preach, you know, just one song. Make it, they don't need for pay you for that. UNICEF don't need for talk to you for that. The UNDP don't need for just make a one song inside your album. Let we talk about something we will change the mindset, the attitude, and the way we treat ourselves. Because it seems as if we love foreigners more than we say. So for me, it's because of how I feel. I grew up that way, feeling positive. Then tell me do I be go school. Yes, then tell me do I be go school. I not join them social club. I joined UNESCO. I joined the Literary and Debating Society Club. Those now me thing now and so when I go into music, I try to portray positive.
So you grew up with artists for peace.
Yes, we formed that because of the mindset. Because we were already into music then. We
and then you
that.
more they do advocacy as well.
We're trying. I'm an ambassador for women and children. I'm a peace ambassador. You know, officer planning. I'm ambassador all over the place.
So you feel like you're born in this very small. You want for the land.
No, I think you no need for get them from more small. You can pick them up. If you just knowing that, you understand, your country come first. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you, even if you have an American visa, you could become a second-class citizen in America. Look at someone like Idris Elba, who I'm not even sure say born in. You understand? Wow, I don't know the story. But he looked back, he was able to look back, you understand, and say, let me trace me forefathers, let me trace. You know, that's that thing about home. What about you now? We're 100%, in fact 500%. You should say, now yeah, you did. You understand? God make you be successful. You don't need to be too much successful. If you have a voice as a musician, if you have a career as an actress, as a female actress, act something. We'll just look at this pamper situation. Act something will teach these boys. They don't need to give you. Sometimes if you walk up to the right people, yes, you'll be funded, but you don't even need to be funded to speak. So I just feel like
it's
in
not
my
cheaper
own,
because social media they here for make it
exactly. So I just feel if like it's just like what you do. Yeah, what you do is to say weekly quotation. You say value yourself. Don't you know you're contributing to the minds of people for change their mindsets? Value yourself. That is in this you show you bring people an example and will learn, and then you give them wise. So for me, it's not just what how they feel. And amen for me. I just wanted to bless my fans, you know, and thank God at the same time.
Okay, thank you. If you just join with this and decide the portion SLBC, and this program is also brought to you by Saidu Commercial Bank. Don't forget for the vote for the Sierra Leone video you want for the scene and this playlist all the time. And number you go vote now 080000998. For number 3 song is a song done by Young Side Corner and Shh.
Now this is not baby. You know. Baby. Remember that? Yeah, it's not one thing. Yeah. Okay. He say make no Allah. I say okay. He say you still they talk. I say he say make no Allah. I say okay. He say you still they talk. I say he say make no Allah. I say okay. He say you still they talk. I say he say make no Allah. I say okay. He say you still they talk. I say he say make no Allah. In people let's sit on a pala. But always I risk me life go peninsula with Okada. He make a lid on a gutter. Fashion at the cover like a spider. Puts off me cellular, even me close self charing at the window. Then I tell him, Tahulu, me jumbete, hi me bambete. Me darnante galle de lellata, me addante boy di agollata. Tahulu, me jumbete, hi me bambete. Me darnante galle de lellata, me addante boy di agollata. He say make no Allah, I say okay. He say you still they talk. I say he say make no Allah. I say okay. He say you still they talk. I say he say
yeah, baby, you my cherry coco. Come give me running mates like cherry coco. Say make no Allah. Make a come up be a woman the way yalla. You know Andy Pycoon when they make about all track knock a young Salem about. I not go do one make you feel like make you Allah. I go do one stop full cause you people in the pala. If I'm the racist cause I left my way yalla. I'ma make you follow you cause I get the banana. Can't write for the team no Allah. If it is short we go find out. So I'ma give you from the back in the truck in the back. Let me relax your mind girl. We in the lab. Hey keyword, hey what's a song cool? What don't you do fan cool?
He say make no Allah. I say okay. He say
that nice song done by Young Side, they call it Shh. So now so we go to the pretty lady as so we do clothing line. So you see attire you wear, so your outfit you look so smart and beautiful.
Thank you.
So how long it take you for making this?
3 hours because of the bigger for this sport.
So how you call
this
all
is handmade.
How you call these fabrics?
This is silk.
And then
making it on a Malama from street.
How to get church is from Mr. Peacock Salon? Salon not get a lot of fabrics in salon, and then we can train for get them. So that how you can go far for getting fabrics.
Well, then one major challenge we face the fabric they not become better. When we client them, you don't see them, celebrity them on Instagram or Facebook. The ones then kind style. We also get for think about the kind fabric where they use and the kind fabric then they not the council. So we get to try for make do with what we get. Where very difficult some same day because that woman will don't picture himself in that close way Massey Johnson well. They don't imagine I get for look like Massey Johnson even though not get Massey Johnson in kind body. And even though Massey Johnson in kind fabric way you use no day or so, but you don't picture himself in that carry then you don't come to you. And you can't stand for nobody that you just want you for deliver and look good. Nothing but Massey Johnson. So you get for go the extra mile. All the shop that I'm at most also because I had to go from shop to shop to shop to look for something where go FIBA within the clients one small.
So you get any client it becomes very, very difficult for handle in terms of fabric, in terms of the style, eye for look, drop shoulder.
Yes, you get plenty would say, Vida, I want them to exact. I like you to have to tell and say, look, you not get this kind body, so you know will come out so for you. No, do what you can do, I just want them to exact. And I get me name for protect. Yeah. If I make that close, you know, come out fine. Oh, that's all for you. And I Vida bad name quick for go pass a good name. So I just for try for another client's calm. And you're appreciating clothes. You understand? Yeah. So you know easy. And also another thing again where the border we now that you want that same fabric, that same style, and then you know for pay the same money. That person we don't see on Instagram not pay 2,000 millions for get that styling. It pay in tailor well, so you get for look good. But people don't understand that. They want the same style no matter how difficult or tedious it is. They want it and they want to pay.
Better. So you think some of them just greedy to themselves or they don't have it at all?
Well, I'm not going to say they're greedy. The economy not that encouraging. So, and now we're in a world where fashion is trending. Every day you sleep and wake you see new something. And when people don't want for catch up, we all the time for play catch up. And for the rest according to the trend, you need money. And I'm not going to say because you not get money means you not for look good. No, you can also look good. So I'm not going to say that greedy. Just that the trend now when they come they're very expensive and the economy not that encouraging. So as a creative director, we can just try for money. So everybody look, everybody happy at the end of the day. That clients happy and you're happy too because your clients come up fine and you bring more clients and come. So everyone is happy at the end of the day.
So the tell the way you do modeling. So all you close the way you sew. Are you for that creativity?
Okay, the time where I know ever do model for myself. Except for the photo shoots for me in personal use. I'll the modeling that people have the model for.
What about the pageantry?
People will also be the design for me. Although I can tell them what I want and all, but now people then be the do for me.
Okay, so the
time I'm not going to take the glory.
Yeah, true. And the time when you do this, Miss maybe just a baton again. So how you feel as the first female for working on stage?
It was an exciting feeling. It was a good feeling, especially when we don't die for so long. And then the first edition, I think it was a good feeling, and what was the second one? One of the good feeling are the fact that after so many years when Miss Sierra don't take place, I was one of the contestants, and also amongst the contestants, I was the second runner because for Go Miss Sierra not like an easy competition. Yes, you get to prepare yourself mentally, physically, and all of that. And so many people, and they will be like top notch, and then happy for be part of the winners then. So it was a good feeling. So
and majority of them always do that and all they study law now and then at least Josephine himself did the music, himself that people for picking himself again. So like I think we always suit on our work.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I'm not gonna say we all study law. I think
not Margaret and
well yes, I think I mean Margaret and we're going to law. Just if yourself did do well. I think we all did well, Maria herself did do well. I think that batch, it was a batch of solid people and solid women. And I believe so we all did do well in we own little corners they will find yourself. And I think that's
so I did battle with education and then with
it's crazy. It's really crazy.
Because if you didn't shop like
it's tough me and then I get to go study and then in the morning you get 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock class and then you get your daughter and then you get your husband, you get for go, get home make lunch for him, you get for take care of the baby before you go class 9 o'clock or 8 o'clock. Most times I reach my class exhausted. That me party in the class, how you do this? How do you? I said I don't know, it's God.
It's very grateful.
Because for jungle, business, law, family, you get yourself, you get forget time for yourself. You understand? Because you're not mother or wife, no means you just get for yes, you get yourself also for take care of it. It's crazy. So people like ask me, I don't know, I just do it. It's God.
But you look good like you brand anyways.
Thank you.
That now be Mrs. Peacock Sawyer of Vida's Boutique, and now so we'll take number 2 music inside the countdown, and now song with by JMG. They call now they call me.
Excuse me, how are you? Your body's calling me. Oh no, yeah. Calling me, somebody calling me. Step on me, why step on me? Taking me, girl, you taking me. Certainly, girl, you dey rush on me. Tell it to me, I am falling for you. Anything you do, I am calling for you. No time to waste, I don't want to knock the girl fuck and take over you. Take over you. Calling me, yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Calling me, yeah, I love when you're stuck in me. Stuck in me.
That I'm a JMG and song and the types and they call me. The only number you call, you will text to now 088000998. So these are the most interesting side one. I can always text so many times from social media, coach them, and it's so difficult because some of them can text the exact name of the person where they use now Facebook or Instagram. Like I just saying, it's difficult sometimes, but we get out of it for bring account owner. Because now which owner want with the owner. So we social media account for today. Inside the female category we get Sarah, and then you will see in actual name where it is used on Facebook. So you don't vote for many times, you will know which you don't vote for. And also inside the male category we get Osman Dean, and then you will see how Osman Dean is swag, and you will see how the two sides and the lady are inside it. Keep it up with him, beautiful dress them, in a nice selfie. So that now with social media crush them, and then you can always vote for them, or you always text which you want for see on screen. Now 088000998. And also over to you, Mr. WAHID. I also like internet a lot, and I can say they share your stuff them, say match something that happened, match something that happened. And everything last one you will let the people in where they watch you right now.
Alright, so Friday, March 27 is an unusual show where the Like Minds Lad did season 1. I've been celebrating 15 years in entertainment.
And it's a video.
Yes, and so this Like Minds Lad did season 2, Friday, March 27 at British Council. And they do what we call music and development. Music and development, if I can just dive in small, we look at the music and developmental issues. That has been my trend. For instance, Team Them. Now music and development. Now music where they tell you about how we go before, the do's, what we will do for make we go before.
And it always makes sense if it's
so much that there are so many issues, like for instance working with NACID, you get the civic education where they tell me about, integrity, nationalism, patriotism, and of course education, four core fundamental values for developing youth. And then also we look at women and children issues. So inside the music show, expect for get educated as well. So it's a night where we just listen to music, but you will also be educated. So that's what we're doing, musical development.
So how possible for going inside the show? Now free or?
No. I think with the sell single table will be 250, but if you decide for buy double, you will let you is 400, and then 50,000 for the ordinary.
So people. Are going for getting tickets?
I think we'll put down there on social media. Just like we say, add it. We'll put it on social media soon because we will release ticket because we understand the economic situation. Like so we'll just put that now so people will run go to begin for them to save money now and buy tickets now. About challenges, I just feel say life. In fact, the definition for life as success now. because I always they make definition for myself. We not make our like length. The new definition and like say success now to feel the good. Just the feel and the good. Because I think one of the reasons why make you to become not successful is when you fail and you begin for learn. Say, hey, boy, look me company, long person. Oh, look what's happening, waiting do me so. Wait, why? No, just fail and the go.
Because the failure is the part of the process.
Nobody not promise you success all the way. You must. So that does not mean saying that for the fail continue.
Yeah, they tell you when this guy fail is not a disgrace.
Exactly, it's saying failure is just part of the whole thing. The whole life, failure is part of it. So we always the go failure is not part of the thing. You go just try, you fail. You just continue to go, fail and they go, they fail and they go. One day you will get and right. They will say, this 9 boy they push. We have some people like that. Where you know they expect. You go just say, this I don't know how you do it. Because in order to relent, are you laugh and so you continue for the do the fool. Take the fool to own sense. Take the sense past your own sense. Because you just you understand and all that. So, you know, we get these things they are some kind of people they now, you know, to tell them for then get what is said now their face. No, everybody can do them. As young as you guys are, you understand, you have a clothesline. Before if you say clothesline, certain people then for owner, you know, shows like this, you know, certain people. It's as young, and that is why I am supporting, because we have to support. Me, I feel say generations the way they lead now, we have missed it, we have failed in so many ways. So it's the next generation. That is why we have an organization called Next Generation Reformers, where we are a board member and also they play active role in it. So we are looking at how we're going to go into school. They teach them about integrity and certain things where we don't miss as we age. Right now, most of we then put in our offices in position of office of trust. Now, TIF will go for TIF back. So if what will they teach the younger ones that we will take off Sierra Leone, how Sierra Leone will look in the next 10, 15, 20 years with a young one and go because their own brain now more acute and waiting be into computer. Imagine if they learn to read Sabi, then they Sabi and pass into 15 because they're very smart. Exactly. So we need to give chance to younger people, make them do better, get them when we're young because we don't miss a lot of things. We don't big now. Like we started things they don't even teach you again. You cannot give old dog a new name. But then one and they were small, here we for mentor them, you know, tutor them, nurture them, make them understand that we have a civic responsibility for making the country end corruption and so many other things, you know, think that we go bring the country down. Like I said we don't miss them in a lot of ways. If you look at the different line of work, you understand there's so many mistakes that we will make along the line. So our responsibility now will go down to the younger generation. We will be the leaders then, you know, the generation we will lead Sierra Leone tomorrow and make them understand, say, some of the things where they happen now unfortunate, but if they have that opportunity, say, then we'll do better. So what they do now is like tutoring them, mentoring them, nurturing them for understand, say, we get the responsibility for mixing and corruption and so many other things. So we look okay today because most of them put with basis of trust now because that is how we think. They understand that we have a civic responsibility for being loyal, patriotic to a country, and in that way, and you know, innovative as well. Because most time people if you say, yo, you know, go do this, and that is why, like I said, that is why I'm here. Because supporting a very young brother like you, and I'm just happy about it. I'll try for support the clothesline new way. Yeah, it's true. Because young entrepreneurs, we need for the young people, we need for step up. I just talk to some other people in the other day. They say, the day will get good leader, then this country get a lot. I said, now we are the good leader, then we should also. If we not begin aspire, let people and say, yes, we know the issues, we understand the issues, and we're able to deal with the issues. Then they have to see us as threats. Say, then people are they know. And if we know, then say we would not compromise when it comes to voting because we know the issues. And that then we begin to be right. So now we are the leaders that we can make that change. You know, not when we get leaders. Then now we are the leaders, then we just need to step up. So I'm happy, Saidu Paul, you have stepped up. V's Line and Vida Boutique don't step up. And we are here to support. We have to step up now to the next level for mentor the children coming up so that we get a better sound tomorrow. Peace.
So that now be Mr. Y with the motivation award, and also Some of you don't learn a lot from this year, so because this channel is showing you educate, entertain, and inspire you for national development. Like we already ask, we all don't step up. You say we watch you, try for step up. Try for do something to create impact in society, inside you, small community, outside you there, and then most people don't go appreciate. If you miss it, they go appreciate it. So to you, the better you find out what you go. Then to people they watch you, especially customers them and.
Because when they buy from small business like me, so they're fulfilling the dream. They're making someone happy. Literally, when they buy, I do this and could dance na me aid because I know Usaya wants for go and then buying the support me for go Usaya want for go. And my potential customers then when they also look me, I look forward for receiving na WAHID. I look forward for receiving and sale. But because I love client them so much and then I look forward to more potential client them, so I don't extend them until the 29th of this month. So the clothing line they cater for both male and female. Okay. Yes, so I no worry, I will dress you just right. Yes. So I look forward to people for coming, participate and just get good stuff there at reasonable price. Yes, I mean, the boutique then at 62 Pademba Road, opposite Waterloo Street Junction. Exactly opposite the junction, and the boutique is 62 Pademba Road, Vida's Boutique. And we look forward for welcome on that.
And this is the portion SLBC, and we will take short commercial break by Saidu Commercial by the leading bank.
As technology advances, we can't afford to remain the same. Banking is changing all over the world. Therefore, change is the only way forward. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank has made online banking exciting and affordable. You can access your account from anywhere at any time. You can do everything online, 24/7, without physically going to the bank.
Introducing our 3 digital products: Mion Mobile App, Mion Online Bank, and Mion Online Direct. Mion Mobile App can be used for Salon Link,
money transfer local,
bills payment,
ETSA, etc.
funds transfer,
other banks,
quick response QR payments,
for payments in shops, supermarkets, etc.
viewing statements, checkbook request, salary advance
in minutes.
Mion Online Direct can be used for vendor payment, dashboard for account monitoring, funds transfer,
other banks,
salary upload, bills payment,
ETSA, etc.
Mion Online Bank, personal account management, used to transfer money, check balance,
and more. Download Mion mobile app from App Store for iPhone or Mac users, and from the Google Play Store for users with Android devices. Easy peasy. Sierra Leone Commercial Bank is moving up in the digital world and saving you from all the hassle.
Sierra Leone Commercial Bank, delivering value.
We'll count to number 1 countdown for today. The trend shows the way they make a very loud noise inside salon right now, especially young Sal, the bad man, where he gets in bad man party and been to money April 18. And I'll make you can join we all for just enjoy with your Red Cup. 50,000 Alibaba and standard at just 70,000. If you want book table, as you see the flyer here for like say you book the table, you for contact them. Also we get this twin show where they train and participate in training. All my talk about that show. You see the banner all over the street. Everybody know I miss national at all. So that's show they already train on social media and all over the country right now. So you not fit for Mr. Naira DC Blue. April 3rd. You can say that start as almost April 3rd. So now for go 50,000 at DC Blue Garden and enjoy the number 1 track inside the playlist today. And till next week, enjoy featuring till next week. Now so we'll on the program today, next week, and pursue featuring Shadowbox and enjoy.
It's a turn up time.
With a shake, we not dance yet. With the chills at the club, we not grab yet. With the pop them stouts, we not jack yet. If you think so, we go for then stop it. Now we songs that are playing and then cut it. But all those gonna smoke, they no high yet. So we show that two cut, they not fly yet. So Rose, tell them what to go.
Them buy some pepe, 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 pepe. Then guys a tower, tower, tower. Wa king then they holla, 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 ha. We all want enjoy, 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 joy. Them buy some pepe, 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 pepe. Then guys a tower, tower, tower. Wa king then they holla, 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 ha. We all want enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
Your father,
enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Say we all want enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Say we all want enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Say we all want enjoy, enjoy. We all want.
Bada one. Ever single between mother rum. Da pill, we had it done. We make hits listen other one. Now we not the masters I be. So younger can shake your body. You know, so we get the money. And now we not the life of the party. Anaconda. We popping all day then the wonder. We still they on top then they under. If a bad man talk, fire thunder. The haters they know we are balling. Yes, hey, we are balling. We are one fast, them are crawling. Hey, them are crawling.
Pepe, 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 pepe. Then guys a tower, tower, tower. Wa king then they holla, 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 ha. We all want enjoy, 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 joy. Them buy some pepe, 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 pepe. Then guys a tower, tower, tower. Wa king then they holla, 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 ha. We all want enjoy, enjoy, enjoy.
Your father,
enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Say we all want enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Say we all want enjoy, enjoy, enjoy. Say we all want enjoy, enjoy. We all want.
B-O-double, we no get one style, but no matter how talk, other girls go wild. Let me jiggy jagga dish. I don't know they ever miss lowercase. Then she bite her lip and smile. Beat that shit to a coma. Hide out 3 days, resort soma. Man do the end, but now me first know I'm one more. Yes, sir, you they go no more. She touch it and lick it, pick it and flip it, but don't tell nobody those zip it. She make it when she do the thing, not the thing. Now go sit in the sling, let me whip it. Drop her, lit her, lock her, lift her body. The truth, it don't tell no lie. I do what I do, but I don't know why. This shit come my, oh my. But this baby's a big friend, J-O-Y.
Them boys on pepe, pepe.